Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm just gonna get right to it. I have sitting in front of me, finally, the Lauralee Los Angeles NUDIE PATOOTIE palette. Now you're probably thinking, bitch, I watched your anti-haul video and you actually anti-hauled this item, and you are correct. However, if you looked in the comments, I pinned a comment stating that I actually was going to give this palette a try. I had a few of my subscribers reach out to me, commenting, reaching out to me on Instagram saying that it is the best nude palette they have ever tried, that the formula is fantastic, just raving about it, saying that I really need to give it a shot. So I have it right here. I am wearing a nude colored t-shirt to kind of go with the theme, basic, soft, dewy makeup on, and I am totally ready to try this baby out. We will do swatches and then I will zoom you guys in and then we will do an eye look together. Now I have dipped into this palette a little bit. I got it last night. I didn't try anything on, but I did swatch a few shades. So I have some opinions to share with you guys. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. So this palette is on the Lauralee Los Angeles website. As of right now, I believe this is the only place you can get it. I know eventually it will be available through Morphe's website, and it might even be in Morphe stores. I'm not 100% sure of that. I can't confirm, but I know for a fact that this has launched and it is available, and you can get it on Laura's website. This retails for $45 plus shipping. If you spend more than $75 on her website, either buying one of her two palettes or her merch, and you spend the $75, you will get free shipping. So I paid with shipping, I believe it was $51 and some odd cents. It is definitely not a cheap palette by any means. I'm hoping I get what I pay for. So this is considered a high-end piece. Yeah, we can't judge it until we get into that formula. So here is what the unit carton looks like. I actually really like this packaging. And then on the back, it just says all the information about it being made in the USA, that this is cruelty-free. You've got some information down here and then the ingredients as well. So I do actually really like the packaging on this. I like how it's actually like ombre and then it gets lighter. I like that she has this stamped here, her logo, Lauralee Los Angeles, and the NUDIE PATOOTIE. So I think that's really cute. I think that the color that she chose is really on trend. So here's what the palette looks like. I actually like the shape of this palette. Off the jump, I will say that I am liking the packaging of this. I cannot lie. I like that it has the raised lettering. You guys, this packaging almost feels like velvety. And then on the back again, you've got kind of like the same information as you do on the back of the box. Open this up. You've got the little protective slip. So you get a nice large mirror inside. That is one thing that a lot of my subscribers were telling me, was that she listened to a lot of the criticism that she got from her fans, that they didn't understand in the first palette, Cat's Pajamas, that the mirror was kind of covered up mostly by flowers. There wasn't a lot of space. So I like that she listened and put this large mirror in. And then here are the shadows inside. So the Cat's Pajamas palette is $40, and I believe you get 8 shades. Is it 8 or 10 shades in that one? And then in this one you've got 14. So you get 14 shades in this palette, and I believe in her first palette you got 10 shades. There is a mix of mattes, satins. There are 2 kind of pressed glitters or foiled shadows in this. So you've got a good mix. Let's just go ahead and get to swatching. You guys know I'm not the best at swatching, so I will try my best. So we have stark, undressed, topless, and streaking. So let's go ahead and try those out first. Let me try getting streaking a little bit more. My pinky is kind of hard. Okay, so off the jump, I'm going to say that right away, these mattes are like, whoa. That is one thing that I did notice when I was kind of dipping lightly into the palette last night, was that the matte shades are like, you guys, I'm not even lying, some of the best, most pigmented, easily swatched, most opaque mattes. So I have to give it to her there. Yeah, I admit that I was skeptical, but the mattes are gorgeous when they are swatched. So now let's go ahead and do Uncover, Strip, Bare, and Exposed. So as you can see, they are swatching quite beautifully. This is just one pass. Then we have, this is the more like pressed glitter foiled shadow Au Naturel. We have Reveal, Jaybird, which is another one. As you can see, they're you have to be very gentle with those. And then we have Butt Naked. Woo, those foiled shadows. So you're definitely gonna want to use like a glitter glue with those. But that Jaybird shade is stunning. It's like a duochrome. Wow, that's gorgeous. All right, and then last but not least, we have Buff and Nakey. So there is that. So there are the live swatches. You know, this palette screams like wedding season, garden party. It's just so like soft and gentle, and that's what I'm really loving about this. I am super excited to create a look. So let me go ahead and zoom you guys in and we will get started. All right, so now that I have you guys zoomed in, I have my brushes in front of me here. So first off, I want to get a transition shade down. Make sure I don't have any creasing. I'm gonna dip into this shade here, Undressed. So there's a tiny bit of kick up, but not any more than usual. All right, so that laid down pretty easy. So now let's go ahead and start to build up the crease a bit. I tried not to watch a ton of reviews on this palette because I wanted to have my own opinion of it, but I did kind of take a look at what some people were creating for looks. I feel like everyone was dipping into the shade Jaybird down here and creating looks with that. I don't blame them. It's absolutely gorgeous. And also this Au Naturel shade, but I kind of want to try something a little bit different. So I think I'm going to kind of focus on like Topless and Reveal, like here, and like over here. I want to make like a soft kind of mauve-y shade or mauve-y look. So now I'm going to go ahead and take it a little bit further. I'm going to dip into the shade Streaking, same brush, and see where that gets us. Beautiful. That is a gorgeous kind of, you could even use this as your transition shade. Sometimes I like to lay like a very light, almost close to my skin tone shade down at the shade Undressed, and then put something on top of it because then the colors even blend in even more, but that turned out beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it up even another notch, and I'm gonna dip into the shade Reveal and kind of focus that closer into the crease. You guys, these mattes are these are blending out like none other. And that sometimes when a YouTuber or an influencer comes out with a product, depending on the person, we want to jump to hating it right away. And I have to admit, I've kind of been sucked into stuff like that. But as you guys can see, this is why I like to do try-on style reviews of products. I don't like to just put them on, and I have done this in the past, but I try not to. I don't like to just put them on, sit in front of the camera and say, oh, I laid this shade down here, and this is where I put this. You don't actually get to see me use it because I want you guys to actually see the shadows going on so you can see my opinion as it's actually happening in like real time. So as you can see, stunning, like that is gorgeous. So now I want to go ahead and deepen this up even more and kind of create that like mauve-y tone. So now I'm going to go ahead and dip into the shade Butt Naked. I'm going to use a Morphe M433. All right, so now let's go ahead and deepen the outer V. I want to go ahead and kind of create like a, not so much, I usually make like this rounded kind of shape. I want to kind of make it flare out a bit, make it like a V, a little bit more of a cat eye. So I'm going to take this angled brush. I'm going to dip into the shade Nakey. I hope this works, but this is what I kind of want to do. Is angle that outward more. Drag it out a bit. Perfect. Let's go ahead and try that over here. Perfect. All right, so I want to deepen it up even more focusing on the outer V and just making sure I get that nice and deep. Now, using these darker shades, I will say that I do believe that darker skin tones could get away with some of the shades in this palette. Definitely Butt Naked, Nakey, even Reveal. I feel like pretty much this entire bottom row, a darker skin tone could easily use these shades. You could even go ahead and leave this as is and maybe even do like a cut crease and put streaking all over the lid and just make this like a beautiful matte look. But I kind of want to go ahead and put Topless all over the lid. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my finger for this right away. Absolutely beautiful. I could honestly see myself using this palette legitimately all the time. These shades are right up my alley. Let's go ahead and work on the lower lash line. I think I really kind of want to smoke this out. I'm going to go ahead and dip into Butt Naked right here. Keep that very close. All right, and then I'm going to go into Nakey Nakey, and I want to bring that even just to the very outer part of the eye. So I'm not noticing any fallout. I do want to make note of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that I have everything blended out up here. I'm going to go back into the shade Undressed and just kind of lightly fluff around the edges just to make sure everything is blended out. Perfect. And let's go ahead and get something on the brow bone and on the inner corners. So I'm going to go ahead and go actually into the shade. Let's see. Let's just do Stark. I'm just going to put that right there. Now this shade kind of has like a gold, like a rose gold flip to it. It's super unique. All right. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush, go in. I think I want to try, what is Uncovered like? Yeah, I'm going to go into the shade Uncover, and I'm going to work that in the inner corners. Yes, perfect. All right, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and put on some mascara, finish up this look, and I will be right back. All right, you guys, so there you have it. This is the completed look. I am very impressed. I have to give props to Laura. She did a beautiful job with this palette. I stand 110% corrected. This went above and beyond what my expectations were. I want to thank my subscribers for urging me to give this palette a shot because I really truly do believe that this is something special. I know that there are so many nude tone palettes out there, you guys, but I do believe that this one has something different in it as far as the shades. These mattes blend out like none other. They are beautiful. I can't wait to just create like a full matte look using this palette. Jaybird and Au Naturel are beautiful foiled shadows. I mean, they almost look like pressed glitters. They are absolutely stunning, but by far, for me, to be totally honest with you, this palette is worth its weight in gold just for the mattes. I am going to go out there and say it. These are some of the best matte shadows that I have personally ever used. Typically, I always rave about the Jaclyn Hill palette or the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Those are like what sets the bar for me. This definitely meets that expectation. So this palette can hang with the best of them. I am obsessed with the eye look that I created using this palette. I think it is stunning. I love this pinky shade Topless is just gorgeous on the eyes. It is so flattering. And yes, I really do think that darker skin tones could definitely use this palette. The Lauralee NUDIE Patootie palette is a hit. 100% if you have the cash and you're looking for a ride or die staple nude palette, you need to check this out. Let me know down below in the comments if you decided to pick up this palette, if my review actually changed your mind about it, if you think now after watching me apply it, swatching it, my thoughts on it, if I change your mind in any way, or if you plan on purchasing this palette, or let me know otherwise. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. The giveaway video is hopefully coming this weekend, you guys. I have been through hell and back trying to get this damn palette delivered to me. Like, you have no idea what I have been through. I should say palettes, trying to get those palettes in my hands. So I appreciate your patience so much. I love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!